Hello jewelry friends, it's Amy and welcome to one of my Saturday feature-length videos. Today's video is going to be a haul video over things I've received over the last couple of weeks from various different YouTube jewelry resellers, in addition to some jewelry I picked up at a thrift store, and one honorable mention to Belk, because I ordered some earrings along with some a couple of sweaters. So anyway, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So first of all, I'd just like to say thank you for being here. Welcome. If you've never been here before, I just want to say thanks for stopping by. Hi, my name is Amy, and I do not sell jewelry. I just like to talk about jewelry, and this just happens to be some jewelry that I have purchased. I want to encourage you to give me a thumbs up before you leave. I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done so, and then I also want to encourage you to travel to the YouTube jewelry reseller channels that I'm talking about in today's video. And if you haven't been to their channels, then subscribe to them and like their videos as well. That would be great. That really means the world to all of us in YouTube land. Those thumbs ups, leaving a comment, commenting on other people's comments, and subscribing to our channels, that really helps us a lot. So, in case you haven't figured it out yet, this necklace came from Jen's Gems and Vintage Finds, and Jen and her husband Joe are full-time jewelry resellers on YouTube, and I purchased this necklace from them, not the earrings, the necklace. I got the necklace from them because I already had the earrings, and I knew it would be a match. And what do you think? A nice marriage here? Okay, so Jen sold this to me through one of her online sales. This is Tiger's Eye and some blue Tiger's Eye as well. And are these red? I can't remember now what she said, because these are different colors. So I'm thinking these are Tiger's Eye, this is red, and these are blue. But I purchased them because I had these earrings already that I had purchased from Anna at Vintage Jewelry Galore, and I've had these for a little bit, but they are blue Tiger's Eye, and I was kind of guessing that they were going to be about the same size. If I had to, I don't have one of the, what are those, calipers? Is that what this is called? I don't know what that's called. Anyway, the little measuring tool for millimeters. I would say, I would have to hazard a guess that the earrings are just a hair smaller than the beads on the necklace, but I think, it's close enough for this for me. It makes me happy, and I'm tickled that it all works. So let's talk a little bit about the necklace here. So this is the necklace, and if you circle this around a little bit, you've got some smaller Tiger's Eye beads back here and some gold tone settings. They are marked LS, and if I remember correctly, she said the LS stood for Lee Sands, and I do not own any Lee Sands, so this will be my very first Lee Sands that I can add to my collection. Now, I don't know if the earrings are Lee Sands or not. There are no markings on them whatsoever, but they do have gold ear hooks on them, and I think that's a really good marriage. Now, Anna at Vintage Jewelry Galore is in Pennsylvania, and Jen and Joe of Jen's Gems and Vintage Finds are down in Florida, and I'm in Middle Tennessee. So we had a wedding here in Middle Tennessee, and these two are happily married now and getting along great. And then also I want to give a shout out to Joe and Jen. I think Jen said that Joe designed this logo for them and had some stickers made up. And he put this on, and I say he because I know that Joe does all the invoicing and all the packaging and the mailing. And so I'm assuming that Joe stuck the sticker on here, but I got a 50-50 shot either way, right? But they got the sticker on here, and it's just so nice. They also have cards, earring cards with their name on it as well. So I'm gonna hang on to this just like I hung on to my little earring card as well, just because I can. It makes me happy, and so therefore I'm gonna do that. Now I'm gonna pause the video, and I'm gonna do a switch out on my set here. And because I was talking about Anna at Vintage Jewelry Galore, I will then switch to some of the jewelry that I've picked up for her. So if you will just bear with me for just a minute, I'm gonna do a little hand boop. And now we're back with a set change. I have some items here in the light box that I purchased from Anna. There are 3 pair of earrings, 1 cuff bracelet, 1 ring, and then this necklace that you see right here. I've been working on my focusing on my camera, and it seems to do better when it can focus on one little thing as opposed to a lot of little things. So I'm hoping that will help out a little bit. Maybe? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still working with it. I need to... And this necklace is longer than what the little bust is, so the gravity keeps pulling it down. So let me pull this up a little bit for you. This is... I'm trying to get it in focus for you. Oh my goodness. This is a sterling silver necklace that has a Y drop on it and has these silver like nugget beads in it right here. And it has a marking on it on the clasp, and it's either CL or EL. I can't. It's either a lowercase e and a capital L, or it's a C and an L, and then it's 925. But it's on this little. Oops, I'm not showing you nothing. I'm so sorry. Here we go. So there it is right there. And then on the back side, it's upside down right there, but it does say 925 on it. But that's the clasp on it. And I kind of thought about this for a little bit. When she was showing it, I thought it was so different, so unique. We, the people in the chat at the sale, we couldn't decide whether it was a nausea pendant down here at the bottom, or if it was a horns, or if it was supposed to be like an abstract horseshoe. Well, I did a Google search on it, a Google Lens search, and the consensus is it could be any of those. None of the 3 were wrong. I found several things listed, both as, you know, all 3 as one as a nausea pendant, one as and a nausea is the shape that's at the bottom of like what we call a squash blossom necklace, but this crescent shape right here, it could also represent a crescent moon. And goofy old Google even said it's a sideways letter C, and I was like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess technically it is. So, okay. And then, but it seems to be a horn necklace as well. That seems to be the most listings I saw for it, and that's what Anna kept saying. She's like, it's a horn necklace, and then we were like, no, it's a nausea. And you know, whatever. I thought about it for a little bit. Nobody bid on it, and she kind of set it aside. And the more I thought about it, the more I just sometimes I buy things because I immediately see an outfit with it, or it speaks to me. And those of you who buy jewelry, you know what I'm talking about. I buy what I like, and I buy what I can afford, and this was a good price, and so I kind of circled back to it with her. I waited until she was kind of like between items that she was showing, and I said, hey, can I've thought about it, and I'd like to purchase this. And she let me get this necklace, or she sold it to me. So, and it's really long, as the gravity's going to keep pulling it down. But and so it's like hanging or resting on the bottom of the light box here. But anyway, okay, so I just wanted to share that necklace with you. And then let's talk a little bit about the ring, because the ring Anna had offered several times. It's these little shamrocks, different colored enamel shamrocks. We got a light green, a mid green, and a dark green, and they have little crystals in them, and they're in various sizes. And I don't know if it's sterling silver or not. I can't remember. She said so. All it's marked on the inside is Ireland. It says Ireland on that middle piece right there. And the size was right. I had also considered this ring on several occasions when she shared it. And you know, it came up again, and so I was able to get it this time. So I'd been thinking about this for a while, and I just kind of wanted this. I don't have anything like it, and I just thought it'd be nice to have in my collection. The other thing that came up was this Mercury dime cuff, and I don't know if you remember or not, but I have purchased a Mercury dime pendant that I'm going to wear with the actual liquid mercury necklace that I have. And so when I saw that Anna had this for sale. I was like, whoa, yeah, I need a bracelet to go with this. I've been looking at coin rings as well. I got a little fascination with coin jewelry, and so I was happy to have this and get this and add it to my collection. I really like that little leaf detail too. It's just a little different. And then she offered up these opal light glass earrings, and it looks really, it's kind of, yeah, you can see it there. I have several pieces of opalite necklaces, but I don't have anything in earrings, so I was able to pick these up real cheap. I don't want to say cheap like it's cheaply made. I mean, I got a really good bargain on it, and I'm happy to have it. She was doing some buy it nows, and so I was able to snag these. And opalite is glass. It is not a stone. So whenever you see it at the stone store for sale, just know that it is a little hunk of glass you're buying, not an actual stone. And then I wanted to show this pair of earrings. We called these the funky earrings. I don't know what these are made out of. It's not, I don't think it's stone. It's definitely not a mosaic. I don't know what it is. We don't know who the maker is, but they're just cool and funky, and I wanted some funky earrings. I thought these were so pretty. So, and they're very lightweight too. So anyway, got those. And then Anna did a giveaway, and I won. And this is what I won. She usually picks out a piece of jewelry that she's just got lying around on the desk. And so she picked out these stud earrings for me. They have a little crystal in the middle that are a little on the blue side. And then they've got like this faux opal around the outside of it. Now they are, well, let me put it to you this way. The earring backs are sterling silver. Actually, I thought there might be a marking inside this one. Down in here, there's some sort of marking. Yeah, 925. Yeah, these are sterling silver. They are beautiful, but there's the back side of it as well, which kind of, that's what makes me think that the opals are not real, or well, they could be a doublet. I don't know. They're beautiful, and I love opals. It is a dream of mine to go to Australia and go mine some opals. That's like a vacation package you can get. I would love to go do that. So I'm gonna put these in my opal area, my jewelry collection, and I'll probably be wearing them soon. Don't they look a little like eyeballs? Ooh, staring at you. So these are the items that I picked up from Anna at Vintage Jewelry Galore. Now she has an awesome end of the month sale. I missed the August end of the month sale. I had planned on going to it, but as I've mentioned before in some other videos, my father passed away, and we got a phone call the couple days before the Labor Day weekend. And my father's, I had my dad cremated, and so my father's remains were ready, his ashes were ready, and so was his death certificates. And he was he lived a couple of states away from us, so we just kind of dropped everything and ran up there and finished closing out his house, and picked him up, and he rode in the back seat on the way home, and so yeah. So I was very busy and traveling on that Saturday. So I'm sorry I missed her sale, but you know what? She'll have another one in September, so I'll have to catch that. All right, so I'm going to do another scene change, and we are going to talk about another YouTube jewelry reseller. So if you'll give me just a moment. Okay, the next pieces of jewelry that I want to talk about came from Hannah at Hannah's Heirlooms. And Hannah, she does buy it nows, and she has these little pieces of paper sitting out that has her price on it and what it is. And then whenever if you bid on it and you buy, or you know, you say you want to buy it now, she'll put your name on it. And then she packages it right there. I mean, not like in the box to mail it to us, but in these little cellophane wrappers or plastic wrappers. And then I just think it's really neat because then I can remember like how much I paid for something. And she included included a little note for me this time. Thank you so much, Amy and Joy, Hannah, and I will enjoy these. So let's talk a little bit about the jewelry here. So this is a horn ring, and it's really lightweight, but it's not adjustable. So I really want to make sure it would fit, and it's a little tight on this finger, but it works okay on this one. If I feel like it's a little loose, I can always try that little trick that we learned from one of Hannah's viewers. Excuse me. I'm still trying to recover a little bit from the sinus infection I had. But her name was Teresa, and the last name started with an M. So, but she suggested putting a little band of a ring on, and it will hold everything on there. And I have tried that several times, and it totally does work. So I just thought that was a real pretty little horn ring right there. And I know this is just a horn. It kind of looks a little like shell to me, but I have a Hebrew shell necklace that I thought this would look good with whenever I would wear those two together. So, and according to Hannah's little notes here, I paid $5 for this. And so there we go, put that right there. And then she also sold this cuff, which I think is also horn, and it has these little grooves in them, little zigzags. Again, I apologize for my coughing. Now, obviously, that's not going to fit on my wrist. But because this is so wide, I can slip it on, and then I can still wear it right there. So I can't wait to wear this. And there we go. Got it off. Got to finagle it a little over these knuckles of mine. But I paid $5 for those. And then over here, now we all know I love sun and moon and stars, and Hannah sold me on these big time. Look how cute these are. So it's got a little like punched out piece of metal back here that has a design on it. It kind of looks like it could have been the American flag. And really, at first glance, it looked like a circuit board to me. But then it's got a little sun charm right here, and then it has 3 little dangles that has a crescent moon and a star and a little bead. And then this one has an aurora borealis crystal rhinestone, or right there with a little lightning bolt. And then this one has a star with a little swirly doodad on the bottom of it. And then they're like mirror opposites of each other. And I just thought these were so pretty and just different, kind of, I don't really want to say edgy. For me, being very much a traditional, this would be edgy, but I just think they're really neat, and it's mixed metals as well, because you got silver tone with some brass and some gold tone, and then of course you got the colored metal underneath. So anyway, and these are just on little hooks. There's the back side of it. There you go, and I paid $7 for those, and there we go. And then Hannah threw in a free gift for me, and this is the sticker that was on the bottom of this. So we're gonna put that aside. Actually, the trash can is over here on my left, so there, gone. All right, so she sent me a little thank you gift, and these are a pair of Avon stud or not studs, post back earrings that are gold tone and have little mother of pearl discs in them. Now, I kind of paused for a moment whenever I first saw these. I think I looked at them, they came out of the package like that, so I didn't see the gift part on it. And I thought, did I buy those? I kind of had a little moment of deja vu, because I have a girlfriend, a very, very dear friend of mine, and she's been working on getting her mammal's estate ready for a massive yard sale. They're trying to raise money because they got to pay to have Mama in a nursing home, and I helped my friend go through some of Mama's jewelry, and I remembered seeing these whenever I was going through the jewelry and helping her sort things, and I remember I paused at it and looked at it because number one, it was mother of pearl, and secondly, they were pierced, and third, because the shape of it, if you've ever shot an air rifle target, this is what the air rifle target looks like. It looks like the crosshairs, and what you're trying to shoot at is the bullseye. And I used to actually coach air rifle, and so and so I actually thought, I was like, oh, these look like the bullseyes on the air rifle targets. In addition to being the mother hen of the air rifle team, I also had to score each of their targets. The max score was, well, the max score is really 110, but max score was 100, and of course you wanted to get the bullseyes. So anyway, but all right, all that to say, thank you, Hannah, for gifting these to me. It will remind me of my time whenever I was coaching, and I thought they were pretty whenever I first saw them when I was going through Mammo's jewelry. I remembered when you had them in your sale, and I'm very, very grateful that you gifted them to me. Now, my friends, jewelry friends, you can win jewelry, you can be gifted jewelry, and at these sales, and I don't ask for that. I don't. It's always appreciated, and I'm very grateful for what I've received. Actually, the other pair of those opal earrings that I had, I won those from Anna. So sometimes I hit a lucky streak and I'm winning at all these sales, and sometimes, I'm like, I won a couple of sales ago. I'll let somebody else win, and I don't even participate in not a sale, in a giveaway. So anyway, but I just, again, thank you, Hannah, for giving those to me, for gifting those to me. But this is what I picked up from Hannah during some of her past couple of sales. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do next is give my Belk honorable mention, and then we'll move on to the haul from the thrift store, because I kind of went a little crazy at this one thrift store. And so let me do my little hand cover up thing. Alrighty then, here's the honorable mention from Belk. Belk, just like Hannah and Anna and Jen, they've all kind of picked up that I like celestial themed jewelry, and so I was on the Belk app on my phone, and I was just scrolling around, and of course these popped up, and I was like, oh, look at those. And sometimes they'll do not on every piece of clothing or items or whatever, sometimes they'll say like here's an outfit inspiration or something. So then they had a sweater. So I have a black sweater with silver sequin stars on it. They're kind of like spread up on the shoulder and a little on the elbow. Oh, it's so pretty. And it's way too hot in Middle Tennessee right now to be wearing that, but don't worry, I'll wear it whenever it warms up, cools down, I guess, like for a week in February. And but I have these earrings to go with these earrings as well, and they're just silver tone with little silver with little clear crystals in them. They are post back. They're not sterling silver or anything. They were super cheap, and I just thought they were pretty the way they like climbed up. And I just apparently can't have enough celestial jewelry. Can't have enough coin jewelry. Can't have enough. it really, it's so funny because whenever these YouTube jewelry resellers, when you sign up, they'll say, oh, one of the lines in their little jot forms is like, what kind of jewelry do you like? And I'm like, it is easier for me to tell you what I do not like than what, because I like a lot of things. But I do not like clip earrings. I do not like screwback earrings. I do not like, and please don't throw things at me when I say this, I don't like druzy. It's like raw rock. It's Drusy, I think is how you pronounce or spell it. Druzy is how you say it. I don't know what it is about that. Everyone's like, ooh, look, it's druzy. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. It just doesn't float my boat. Brutalist style does not float my boat. Trying to think I like everything. I really do. But those are the things like I know I don't like. I'm not fond of the brutalist style druzy or clip earrings or screwback earrings. Now I have purchased screwback earrings and I do own some clip earrings, but they have to be very special and very unique for me to get them. I prefer a post earring any day. All right, so that's enough about Belk and their honorable mention. Let's move on to a jewelry haul from a thrift store. So here we go. Okay, so here I have some bracelets that I picked up at a thrift store. Now the rest of this is all from one thrift store, and the name of that thrift store is called ThriftSmart. It is they have two locations in Middle Tennessee. One is in Madison, over by the old Rivergate Mall, which they are now tearing down, and the other location is off of Nolensville Pike. I haven't been to that location. I've only been to the Madison one. Now, the first time I went to that thrift store, I was very limited on time. I only had time to look at the jewelry. I only picked up a couple of pieces there, and I was very rushed. So this time I had a lot more time on my hands and was able to take things slowly. Had a nice long chat with the lady who helped me at the jewelry counter. Everything's behind, well, I shouldn't say everything, about 98% of it's behind showcases, jewelry cases. And then the other 2% is just on little odds and end pieces on top of those jewelry cases. So, but anyway, had a nice long talk with the lady who helped me get the jewelry out, and we talked about things, and I would explain things to, like some things I couldn't see if they were clip backs or earrings or pierced, and so she'd pull it out, and if it was clipped, then I'd be like, oh, put it back, and she'd be like, why? You need this. And I had suspected that ThriftSmart was a Christian organization, just because they play Christian music on the radio while you're in there, or on the, on the loudspeakers. And she volunteered that information, and she said, yes, we are a Christian run thrift store. And I thought that was really nice and really sweet, and that's something I can support. I mean, I support that. So anyway, she and I had a nice long talk. So if you watch my jewelry of the day on Thursday, which was, what was that, September the 3rd or the 4th? I can't remember now. Anyway, I wore this bracelet with some of my African beaded I have an African beaded necklace and a couple of other African beaded bracelets, and so I wore this with it, and it is so pretty. It's very well made. It's like somebody got it and just donated it. It's got the wire wrap all through there. Sometimes these wires get caught or snagged and they break, and then of course the seed beads all fall apart. So, but this one is in really good condition, and it also fits on my wrist very well. I have been at other thrift stores that had some of the seed bead bracelets, but they were too small. I mean, if I can't get it over my knuckles right here, you can forget it. So anyway, and then I don't know if you remember the bone cuff that I got from Hannah. These were kind of inspired me as well to wear. I do love a good bangle, and so these look like horn, or they look like they look more like horn than tortoiseshell to me. Here they look more like horn, but if you look through it, it looks more tortoiseshell. Anyway, these are just plastic bangles. I mean, they were like $1.99 for the 4 of them, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take those. So, and I do like that noise that it makes. So those were the bracelets I got. So then we'll talk a little bit about the necklace. Remember how I said I have a little thing about celestial jewelry, and so this is just a gold tone. It even has some gold tone loss on the chain, or it might just be dirt. I haven't even cleaned this yet, but I thought I saw this there and in the showcase, and it's got a little crescent moon and a little sun right here, and I just thought that was so pretty. Here's the back side of it. There's no maker on it that I can see whatsoever. It's kind of screaming, just something you'd pick up in the junior section of a department store. But again, I got it because I like it and it's pretty, and you just can't have enough. The limit does not exist. period. All right, and so here are some rings that I picked up, and they had this gold tone snake ring. I recently have purchased a snake bracelet in gold tone from, who did I get that from? Rachel at Vintage Treats VA. That's her channel. And apparently this is too tight. Do you see how my finger's changing color? Okay, so maybe not that finger, but anywho, there's no maker's mark in this, and there is some gold tone loss to it, but again, I don't care. I buy what I like, and I like this. Now, speaking of snakes, they also had this. So here's a silver tone snake, and this one's kind of a little different. This one almost looks a little more southwestern, and I think maybe it's just because of the braiding effect on the snake. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, again, no markings on the inside. It's just silver tone, nothing fancy on that. But he's cute. Now, as far as snakes in real life, they're okay. I will turn and go the other way. But in jewelry, yeah, let's put some of those on. So anyway, so there's that. And then I picked up these two stacker rings. Again, silver tone. This one is abalone, and this one is shell, and it's kind of a blue color, or a blue mother of pearl. And I'm into stacking things right now, stacking rings, and I don't know if I'd wear those together or not, but I can. But I bought these to stack with some other stacking type rings that I have. Again, just El Cheapo, but cute and nice. And my heart kind of pitter-pattered a little because while there were 3 different ring trays, and she pulled one out at a time and let me go through them. We sat there and chatted about the different rings and stuff. And she kind of went to put one of them back, the second one back, and then pulled out the 3rd ring tray, and then kind of left me alone, which I hope she doesn't get in trouble for that. But and then she came back and she said, I wanted to go find, she said, we just had like a little baggie of rings donated, and I was going to let you go through them. And I was like, oh, really? I mean, that's pretty awesome. But she said, I don't know where it's at. I can't find it. And she even stopped another employee, and they were like, I don't know what happened to it. So I thank them for their time and for thinking of me. And who knows? And maybe it'll happen one day. But I just thought that was really sweet. She's like, I can tell you're so into this jewelry. So here are the last 2 pieces that I got there at ThriftSmart in Madison, Tennessee. And they are some earrings. So I got these little beaded earrings. I don't really have any African beaded earrings that I can wear. I'll put it that way. I made the mistake of ordering some off of Amazon, and I kid you not, they are probably like 4 inches long with an inch drop from the ear wire. And I was like, no. So I got these. I thought they were nice. I don't know if I'll wear them with my other beaded necklace or not, but I just thought they were pretty cool. Got that little diamond shape up there, and then got the little dangles here with some like clear beads with blue insides, and then blue beads, and then you got the solid red and the solid yellow, and then and of course the black. But anyway, thought those were cute. Paid $3.99 for them. And then these, I don't know if these are original card, but my gut is telling me, the 80s girl in me is saying yes, these are original on card. It says over here, Department 21 SS86, and then the sticker says 777 on it, and then over here $1, and I'm trying to get this in focus for you. There you go. And it says style 4785R, and they are white enamel hearts with 3 little red dots, and then the little green leaf swoosh. They are pierced, and on the back of the card it says made in Korea. I paid $2.99 for these, and they are just so cute. And the lady who was helping me, she said, I thought these were so pretty. We just got these in, and I just put them out. So, anyway, I just thought they were pretty. And part of me feels like I've seen these before. And I'm trying to remember, Department 21, was that, didn't Kmart do department numbers? maybe, I don't, we'll have to see. I have not researched these numbers up here, so maybe that would help out a little. Ooh, get them in focus. Get these out of the way. Maybe that will help. Hello. But I just think these are so pretty. So we are going to put those right here. So that way you will have something pretty to look at while I finish talking. So if you are here and you have not yet given me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it if you would do that on your way out. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you would do that as well. And I hope that you have the opportunity to go visit the other jewelry YouTube resellers I talked about today. Today I talked about Jen at Jen's Gems and Vintage Finds, Anna at Vintage Jewelry's Galore, and Hannah at Hannah's Heirlooms. Yeah. And if you're in Middle Tennessee, maybe you can go stop by the ThriftSmart and go shopping there. In Middle Tennessee, the Goodwills do not have jewelry. They take them and dump them into jewelry lots and sell those on their, shop Goodwill, whatever, jewelry boxes that apparently become available at 6 p.m. on Fridays, whatever. I think because of it, a lot of people in Middle Tennessee do not donate a lot of jewelry to Goodwill because there are so many other places that can use them. ThriftSmart can take it. City Thrift in Smyrna, I know, will take it. 1035 in Donaldson will take jewelry. So there are other choices in Middle Tennessee to donate your jewelry, and those are just 3 off the top of my head. I know there's a lot more, but Goodwill, for whatever reason, the Goodwill of Middle Tennessee, they do not sell jewelry. They'll take it, but they won't sell it in their stores. And so I'm really tickled that I have spent some time at ThriftSmart and got to talk to them a little bit more, because between them and City Thrift, that's really about where I get to go shopping at for jewelry at a thrift store here around Middle Tennessee. So my friends, that's what I got for you this week. I hope you had a great week. I know I've had a better week. I'm kind of scratching my head that, like, what did I do in August? But my dad passed away in the middle of the month, and I've just been taking care of that, and so I'm finally doing a lot better emotionally, doing a lot better health-wise. I don't know if you remember or not, but Mr. Hello Jewelry Friends had to do a voiceover for me because my voice was gone, and so I'm starting to feel like myself again, and like I said, emotionally, I'm doing a lot better too. Not as sad. Time heals. Time really does heal. So, and I would like to say thank you. I might not have been at a lot of people's, I probably didn't let my presence be known at a lot of jewelry sales while I was going through everything with my dad. But I just, I do want you to know it really helped me. It was a balm to my soul. It helped soothe me, and I appreciate everyone and their kind words, and the love and support that we have here in the jewelry community. We really do love each other very, very much, and that is still not in focus. Good Lord Almighty. I'm sorry if I'm vexing you guys. Okay, I need to quit talking and get off here. All right, so I just want to say again, thank you, and I hope you all have a great week, and that God blesses you greatly. Bye-bye.